she was eating her burger, she finds a cigarette in that bitch.
Oh Lord, let me find out that I go to Burger King and I find a black and mild. Okay, it's on. Hello everyone, Permanent here, and I'm back with another banger. Today we're going to react to some more CJ the Champ. I watched Chainsmoker Cat. Now, the thumbnail that this anime was from, I think I saw like one clip of it. I don't know what this is about. I don't know what it's going to be about. But let this man CJ the Champ explain. Let's get right into it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to admit this, but over the years, I've seen my fair share of obscure, wild anime that are so ridiculous you wouldn't even think that concept existed. Like, I'm talking about mecha sharks destroying the world, an island full of giant man-eating insects, a vigilante running around with panties on her face.
Was that what was it called? Shimonetta? No, never again.
And sadly, a guy that got reincarnated as a vending machine. Yes, this is...
Yeah, apparently this is a real anime. Reincarnated as a vending machine. What type of goofy shit is this?
It's a real thing. The isekai genre has gone too far. But never did I ever think that I'd watch an anime about a chain-smoking cat girl.
Give it to me.
Chainsmoker Cat is this new anime that came out recently that apparently is so disgusting that people in Japan are dropping it. So yours truly decided to check it out and see what was cracking. And well, they were not lying. This anime has its moments. But I'd be lying to you if I didn't tell you that it wasn't entertaining. Now, before we continue, I'm giving y'all a warning right now. If you are trying to watch this while eating food,
don't. Yeah, I seen the Invisible video. Do not watch this while eating food.
Strongly advise you to finish it, then come back here. And if you're just built different and you're a trooper, then Godspeed, soldier. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, meet Yanni Neko, a cat girl that is addicted to Newports and Black and Milds. And she is speed running lung cancer because she has completely given up on life. As we can clearly see from this dirty ass, stank ass apartment that would even give Asmongold's house a run for its money. The walls are completely discolored from all the cigarette smoke, trash bags are everywhere, a dish hasn't been washing that bitch for at least a year, and there's probably a whole high society of bugs just living in there chilling. Like, bro, her apartment is so nasty. When her sister came over to her crib, she wore a whole hazmat suit because she was not trying to catch an infection in that one bedroom dumpster. But yeah, Yanni is a trifling ass cat girl who is addicted to cigarettes. Oh, and I forgot to mention, she is also broke and unemployed. And the only time she will work a part-time job is when rent is due and when she's out of cigs. And when it comes
was that game with Kev?
that actually working these jobs, well, I'm gonna just let these examples speak for themselves. So, example one, or job one. First job we see her work is a factory job. And at this job, they didn't allow smoking at all. So Yanni goes through the standard 8-hour shift. And during this shift, she started experiencing severe withdrawal symptoms. Within the first 30 minutes, by the way, because she smoked that much. She was struggling to do every single task they asked her to do. And when she had 30 minutes left on the clock, her supervisor came over looking for her. And she was gone, long gone, because she went to the gas station to smoke a pack of cigs. Because she could not take the pain of not smoking for that long. So obviously, she got fired. Now let's look at her second job. Now this job was 10 times easier than the last one. All she had to do was clean this vase and she'd get paid. So you gotta be thinking, there is no way in hell she could possibly fuck this up, right? She made the vase even dirtier than it was before because she was blowing her hot ass breath all over the vase. And she also used the vase as an ashtray from all the cigs she was smoking while cleaning it.
How do you mess up that badly? All you had to do was just clean a vase. What part of clean do you not understand? in all honesty, I know for a fact that I'm not the one to be talking, but I cannot stand dirty people like this. I mean, I don't smoke or anything, but still, I just can't stand dirty people like this. Like, how in the world do you mess up a job that badly? She looked at rich too. She looked like she about to give you like a smooth $100 just for one vase. You telling me you can't clean a vase? Couldn't be me. If they gave me one simple job to clean a vase, best believe it's gonna be done the moment she steps outside the door.
Job number 3. Now this one was at another factory, and she was basically cleaning up a bunch of chemicals. So when it was time for her break, and she was in the break room, this one cat girl tries to light a cigarette. But the supervisor told her, do not try to light anything in here with an open flame, because their hazmat suits that they were wearing had a bunch of flammable material on it. So the girl started complaining and talking to Yanni. And Yanni Neko didn't hear a word she said. She also didn't hear her supervisor say to not use an open flame here. So Yanni tried to light a cigarette, and she blew up the whole factory. And then the final job we see her work is at this universe's version of...
How did she survive that? Did you see that explosion? How did she survive this?
Flame here. So Yanni tried to light a cigarette, and she blew up the whole...
How did she survive this? Like, that explosion... I'm pretty sure she murdered, like, everybody in there. Like, the girl that was trying to smoke a cigarette, yeah, she's gone.
Factory. And then the final job we see her work is at this universe's version of good old Mickey D's. So her sister, out of all the people, was chilling eating at McDonald's with her friends after a long day of school. And while she was eating her burger, she finds a cigarette in that bitch.
Oh, Lord. Let me find out that I go to Burger King and I find a black and mild on my shit.
And guess why that cigarette was in that burger? Because this trifling ass cat is frying fries in the back with 5 cigarettes in her mouth. And they're falling in the fries. Good God, somebody call the health inspector. I ain't gonna lie, if I was a health inspector and I saw this nasty shit, I'm rating your establishment -1 out of 100. I'm not even giving you a chance to score a 0. You're closing your doors immediately. They need to evacuate the whole building, find anybody who ate there that day, and put them in quarantine before a whole new virus develops and an entire new pandemic starts. Because all it takes is one dumbass to do some dumbass shit once that could end up leading to civilization as we know it being cooked. And I'm not gonna lie, Yanni had one moment that I'm surprised that she didn't at least cook her whole city. Because what she did right here is what I like to call how to make a new virus 101. So, Yanni was walking back from the store, and she just bought a new pack of smokes. And while she was trying to open it, she flicked the pack, and all the cigs went flying, and over half of them landed in dog doo-doo.
Ain't no way she did what I think she did.
So Yanni, being in complete shock, fell to her knees because she just spent the last of her money on this pack. So she decided that she was gonna at least invoke the 5-second rule and pick up the ones that didn't land in the doo-doo. So she picked them up and walked away. But then, I kid you not, she turned around and said,
Maybe it's fine if I just cut off the tips.
Oh my goodness!
No. If I ever meet somebody, if I ever have like a friend or like a relative or anybody that is that addictive to these cancer sticks, then I'm most definitely just this. I'm cutting ties with them immediately. No. What? No. You are nasty.
I'm telling y'all, bro, if some nasty ass nigga ever did this shit in real life, it would lead to the T-virus breaking out.
That's what I'm saying.
The apocalypse is starting. And guess what? Nigga, we not surviving. We don't have Leon. We don't have Chris.
Nope.
We are cooked.
Cooked.
Everybody getting infected. I am very surprised.
We don't even have people like Scott Pilgrim, John Dead Cells, aka the Beheaded. Nigga, we don't have in what's about the zombie apocalypse? I mean, this technically doesn't count, but usually Ichidori and Megami, we don't have nobody.
That her city did not turn into Raccoon City after what she just did.
Right.
Smoking a cigarette with dog doodle on it. Oh my God. But that was a prime example to show you how addicted to cigarettes she actually is. It doesn't matter if it gets stuck in poo or if she has to dig one out of a trash can. This nasty ass cat will smoke it. And another just insane example is when this little kid was drowning in front of her face. Now the kid couldn't swim and the river current was taken. So he started screaming at Yanni for help. And I kid you not, Yanni stared at this little nigga and contemplated if she wanted to save him or not, because she just started the cigarette that she was on right now. So after staring at the kid for like 30 seconds, she finally takes her last puff and runs in to save the kid. So she makes the save and saves the kid. But what she did to this poor kid after this was absolutely vile. She told the little nigga after she saved him,
You can thank me with a cigarette. Oh, thank you.
look at the pain in this kid's face. I'm not gonna lie, if I was that kid and I knew her breath was that hot, I wouldn't have even called for help. I would have just kept on floating down the river and accepted my fate. Because smelling her breath is a fate worse than death. I'm sorry, let me die.
Let me die.
Pure torture. And then I'm not
I would just waterboard myself at that point.
gonna gloss over the fact that she really told the kid, you could thank me
with a cigarette.
Asking a child for a cigarette is genuinely insane. Like, what are we doing? But
For
even
real.
though that kid got hit by Yanni's hot-ass breath attack, believe it or not, he actually got off kinda easy. Because he could have got put through hell. And a character whose life is absolute hell because of Yanni is none other than her landlord. She puts this man through hell. Every time he's on screen, I can only just feel sorry for him. Because you know some bullshit's about to happen to him. Now, I will say this though. This Humpty Dumpty Dr. Eggman built ass landlord is a freak. He is a super gooner. This man is an inflatable cat girl plushie that he be going to town on. And in the first 2 minutes of the anime, it literally shows.
Yeah, we can't even feel bad for him at this point. Like, nigga, get your shit together.
Him beating his meat. Like, this man is freaked the fuck out. But this is no excuse for the torture that Yanni puts this man through, because dear God. So I'ma just show y'all what this man has to go through every day. So let's look at this first incident. The landlord was cleaning up outside, right? And he was just enjoying his afternoon cleaning the premises. But then here comes Yanni behind him. She taps him on the back and tells him to turn around. So when he turns, Yanni is drunk because she's been smoking and drinking the whole day. So she starts to gag. And when the landlord is fully turned around in front of her face, she burps in his face and a smoke heart came out. And she just started laughing in his face. And the landlord just stood there stone-faced because when he smelled the combination of booze and smoke, he ended up getting hit with a PTSD episode of his deadbeat dad yelling at him to go get some booze and cigarettes. And he remembered the smell of his dad's hot-ass breath, and it was the same as Yanni's. So after he snapped back to reality, he dropped his broom and started having a heart attack on the spot because he got hit with some trauma and some hot-ass breath, a double dose of doom. So he was screaming in pain while Yanni just stood there and wondered, what's wrong with bro?
Ain't no way your breath that disgusting that it make people have flashbacks and heart attacks.
Landlord torture incident 2. Yanni was smoking on her balcony, and she sees the landlord once again cleaning and minding his business. So without even thinking about it, Yanni decided, let me start fucking with this nigga. So she dumps a bunch of cigarette ash on his head, and the landlord just brushed it off, because he probably thought it was just the wind. So Yanni, not getting any type of reaction, decided to grab a bunch of trash in her pocket and throw it down at her. Now he reacted off of that and wondered what the hell is that, but he still decided to keep minding his business. So then Yanni decided to dump her whole ashtray on him with all of her old cigarettes. So the landlord knew it was her at this point, but the last thing Yanni dropped damn near made my jaw drop. She drops a microwave on this nigga.
What?
I don't know how he does it, but this landlord has the patience of a saint. Like, if I was a landlord and you did this to me...
You're out. You're out. You're out. A microwave, nigga? Are we serious? A microwave. It couldn't be me. It couldn't be me. If someone drops a microwave on me while I'm the landlord, pack all of your shit and get out of my spot. Get out of my sight. You got me 50 shades of fricked up if you think you're about to stay here after that. No. No. I'm pausing.
Get ready to find a new place to live because I'm evicting your ass.
Yep.
Congratulations, nigga. You're homeless.
Homeless.
Dropping a microwave from a second-story balcony is insane. Like, look at him, bro. She put a dent in his face. But this gets 10 times worse. So the landlord confronts her in her room, right? And he was just lecturing her and scolding her. And Yanni wasn't listening to a damn thing he was saying. Everything he was saying was going in one ear and out the other. So when he turned around, Yanni grabbed some nicotine patches and she puts 2 on the back of his head. So Yanni started laughing because the patches made a face on the back of his head with his debit or credit neck roll. But then she looked at the box and it said, please don't use on humans because these were meant for beast folk. So his head starts swelling and he starts to tell Yanni, I don't feel so good. So to get the patches off of him, she pulled out her bare ass and farted in his face. So this knocked him out cold like it would probably do to anybody. And after she drug him outside, she ripped off the patches and left him there for the rest of the day. Landlord torture incident 3. Yanni couldn't pay rent one day.
I don't care. 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 She's the worst. The worst character I've ever seen in fucking existence. She is so nasty, bro. I can't. I really can't. Like, she's straight up getting on my nerves right now. She is so disgusting, dude.
Because she spent all of her remaining money on you-know-what. So the landlord cut a deal with her. He told her to pick all the weeds in the garden and he'll let her slide this month. And don't touch the cabbages. So Yanni picked the weeds. So when the landlord came back about an hour later, he turns the corner and sees that all the weeds are gone. But all the cabbages are gone as well. And the reason why they were gone is because Yanni ate all of them.
You were the landlord.
Now, from all that torture that I just showed y'all, we can clearly see that this man's life is hell. But believe it or not, the landlord is actually the nicest character in this show. Because even though Yanni's trifling as hell and she's late on rent every time, he still lets her stay here. Because cat people in this anime actually do face discrimination. Also, he lets other cat girls stay here that have addictions. And one of them is speed running death faster than Yanni. But first, we're going to be taking a look at Yaku-Neko. And Yaku-Neko is the Jesse Pinkman of this show. She is a junkie. If she was a main character, this show would be called Drug Cat because she's done everything under the sun. So the first time we see her is when Yanni ran out of cigarettes. So she asked her, yo, let me get a puff. So she takes it before Yaku can tell her what that actually is. So Yanni takes a hit, and the moment she took it, she was out of this world. She was fried. And it was pretty clear what this was. Yaku even says that we should get some ice cream after this. So I'm pretty sure she got the munchies. So they both kept on hitting it and getting blasted out of their mind. Then once they were both on a different planet, Yanni finally asked the question.
This a cigarette? Of course it is.
Stop the cap.
Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Lying her ass off. That ain't no cigarette, nigga. That's straight gas. So
Hey,
later
not no
that night,
cigarette.
Yanni pulls up to her room, right? And when she opens the door, she sees a needle in her arm. Now, I have no clue what the hell she was shooting up her arm. If I had to take a guess,
Oh,
it
say a
probably
needle?
starts with the letter H and sounds like the female version of hero. So you can put the clues I gave you together. So Yanni straight up asked her,
There's no way you're shooting up any weird drugs again, right?
Of course I'm not doing drugs. I'm clean now, and you f***ing know it, don't you?
Oh my god.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I hate this character too.
Stop fucking lying.
yeah, so we basically end up figuring out that Yaku-Neko is a recovering addict. And I am 99.9% sure that she is fresh out of prison, because every time they say the number 12 around her, she shoots up to attention. So I think this had to be her inmate number. And she tries to deny any and all type of rug use when she knows damn well she's on shit 50% of the time. So the next troublesome cat is Hameko. Or let me actually introduce this character with her real government name that she chose. So get ready. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Hameko Yurafua Angel. And I'm dead ass. This is on her.
I'll run back. I just had to get a minute. This is actually disgusting. Like, I'm being dead for real. This show is actually disgusting. I do not like this show at all. You will never catch me watching this. You will never catch me dead watching this. Well, still. If you ever find me, if you guys know me, right? Like, personally, if you ever find me watching this anime, I need you to just put 2 bullets in my head. I don't care. This is the most disgusting, vile, despicable, just absolute. I have no words. Let's just continue.
Her ID. She messed up one day when she was trying to get a last name, and now she's stuck with this name for the rest of her life. So yeah, Hameko is a streamer who acts nice for the camera, but when that camera is off, she is a whole different person because she has severe anger issues. If you piss her off once, she's popping off on everybody in the room. She is also a toxic fighting game player that will get tilted and start crashing before a set is even over. And when she be streaming, she will get clipped for some of the stupidest shit you will ever see. This is an average stream for her.
Oh my god, Chad, hello! I can't wait to tell you all about my personal life today.
Why do you not use a regular voice?
I love you so very much, Haim-chan. Please take all of my life savings.
Oh my god, thank you, Mr. Gooner69 for the $50,000 dono. Ooh, woo. Meow. Oh my god, chat, there's a moth in my room. Chat, I have to turn the camera off real quick.
Did she just, I don't think that was a moth. That was a whole mosquito. Did she eat a mosquito? Oh, nasty ass.
But on the real though, the worst stream she ever did was when she was doing an IRL stream going around the entire apartment. And she was basically going around recording everybody's private business. And when she got to the landlord's room, she caught this nigga cracking that body pillow live on stream. So when she showed this on stream, she got banned indefinitely. And she will probably be moving to Kick in the near future. So, the next character is Kansai Neko, and she's actually the most normal person in this entire apartment complex. Her gimmick is just telling terrible jokes, and she's supposed to be a comedian. She'll just say some bullshit like this.
I was gonna say about that bird on there. Not sure why they call him Peace when the bird looks like one of them migratory ones. You know, kind of like geese.
What the fuck is you talking about? I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking about it when I did it.
Then we have Pin Neko, who is a homeless cat that chooses to be homeless and lives in an Amazon box. And the only thing she eats is boiled grass. And the reason why she does this is because she wants to be one with nature and one with the earth. She's like on her spirituality arc. So to keep it a buck with you, she's basically a hippie. Now, the last...
Not gonna lie, she was actually kind of cool. At least for the most part, she's eating her greens, I guess. But at least she's not exactly addicted. So,
cat in this apartment complex is without a doubt the first cat that will probably die, and that is Aruneko, the alcoholic cat. This cat is drunk 24/7. I have never seen a character in any type of media drink this much. Like, this is some next level alcoholism. her liver has a sliver of HP left because she could, in all honesty, fall over and die at any moment. She had a doctor's appointment, right? And the doctor literally told her, if you don't stop excessively drinking, you will die before you graduate college. Like, bro, her dependency for alcohol is so bad that if she stops drinking for at least an hour, her body will start to shake. And her shakes are so strong, it will start an earthquake. And the only way her shakes will go away is if she starts drinking again. That is how cooked she is. And there's already been multiple moments where she could have died. Her first dance with death was when Yanni came over to her room for a drink. Now, the drink that she made Yanni was absolutely diabolical, and no person should ever drink this shit. She poured a half a cup of whiskey and put some syrup in it. Then she added some lemon juice and some tap water and told Yanni, drink up, nigga. So Yanni drank all of this. And the moment she finished this, everything in the room was spinning, and she passed out immediately. That is how strong that diabolical concoction that she made actually.
Let me find out someone gives me that. Best believe the moment I get sober again, I'm smacking the fuck out you.
Was. Then Aru does something so insane that not even the biggest alcoholic in a college frat would ever think to ever do some shit like this. She put down a bottle that was called Demon Ice. So
Demon Ice?
Telling how strong that is. Then she put a long bendy straw in that bottle and went to sleep while drinking this shit. Like, bro, this is crazy. This is something that you will see on Dumb Ways to Die. Like, the fact that she even thought of this is just...
He know ball. He know ball. Dumb Ways to Die was... Dumb Ways to Die. Dumb Ways to Die was an absolute classic. Well, I went back a little bit.
This is something that you will see on Dumb Ways to Die. Like, the fact that she even thought of this is just wild. So then some hours passed, right? And when we see her again, she is having excruciating stomach cramps because she didn't stop drinking. So she eventually just puked everywhere. Because she clearly had alcohol poisoning. Because she was drinking straight from that bottle for like hours with no water, no chaser, no nothing, just straight booze. And if Kansai didn't come in here and check on her, she would have 9 times out of 10 choked to death and died. Now let's look at this second dance with death. This entire group of degenerates went out for drinking one night. Now the server came in with 3 bottles of sake, and it was meant for every single person at the table. So when the server put the drinks down, this alcoholic fiend chugged all 3 of the bottles straight. So after she chugged all 3 of those sake bottles, she stood up to go to the bathroom. And when she tried to take a step, she face planted. She was blackout drunk. So she got up and kept on trying to walk to the restroom, but she went the wrong way because she had no clue where she was going. And she ended up leaving the entire restaurant. And when she finally got to the restroom, it was nowhere near the restaurant. It was at a random convenience store. And when she came out the convenience store, she got more booze. I'm gonna be so real, when I was watching this, I had no clue how she was still functional. I was just flabbergasted. But this gets even crazier. So she had no clue where she was at. So she called a taxi. Now when she got in the cab, the driver asked her where to. So she thought for like 10 seconds, then randomly said,
To Aoshima?
so the driver took her there. Now the city that they are in that this show is based off of is Sagamihara. And this is where it's at on the map. Now I want y'all to guess, where the hell is Enoshima and how long does it take to get there? I'm gonna give y'all 5 seconds to come up with an answer.
I don't know. I don't know, bro.
Enoshima is all the way down here. And this drive is a solid hour and 15 minutes. She went to a whole town an hour away while drunk off of her ass and just walked around the town for the entire night. And she stayed there till sunrise just chugging beer. So early that next morning, the landlord and Yakuneko find her. And you wanna know how they found her? Yakuneko put a GPS on her when she left the night before. And the reason why she did this is because this isn't the first time this has happened. This has happened multiple times, and she did this as a safety precaution. So they threw her in the back of the truck and drove an hour back to the apartment. Now I just gave y'all a rundown of all these degenerate cat girls that live in this freaky ass landlord's apartment complex. Now there is another human that lives here, and her name is Sayori. And well, she's a little interesting. Let's just say that she's a mangaka, and she writes manga about porn. Or if you don't know what I'm trying to say, I'm just play the damn theme song.
Yep.
Yeah, she fits just right in with everybody in this apartment complex. Now it's time to answer the major question. Will Yanni ever quit smoking? And well, my prediction for that is an easy hell no. She's too far gone, bro. I'm sorry. I am so confident with this prediction, I bet my house on it. You know what? This ain't even a prediction. That's a spoiler. Shouts out that nigga Paul Heyman. We even figure out later on that her mother is also a chain smoker. So we can see where the influence came from. And I ain't gonna lie, her mama is a fiend. They was at the movie theater, right? And her mom crawled all the way in the theater from her sister over to Yanni so she could get a puff while they was in the movies because she's trying to hide her smoking habits from the other daughter. Also, Yanni has tried to quit multiple times. One night she had a nightmare and the doctor told her you only got 100 days to live. So she woke up and called her sister and said, I'ma finally quit smoking. Just for her to light up a cigarette 5 seconds later while still on the phone with her sister. So she's not quitting no time soon, my nigga. But even though Yanni is a trifling degenerate, her degeneracy actually did save the world. One day, she accidentally summoned a demon in her apartment from all of her old cigarette butts. And the demon was ready to take over the world. But this demon was so disgusted by what he seen in her apartment that he said, fuck trying to conquer the mortal realm. I'm going back to hell. So he crawled back screaming in horror and left and went back to the underworld because he was that grossed out. So, yeah. This anime is probably the greatest anti-smoking PSA of all time. I'm never touching a cigarette.
Yeah, no. I'm mad you got a demon shooked. I'm never. No. You got me messed up if you think I'm watching this. If I ever meet somebody like this, just lobotomize me. Lobotomize me so I can just forget about that entire thing.
Regret ever in my life after watching this. Also, I'm about to go deep clean my whole damn house. Everything is about to be spotless in here after watching this. Anyways, man, hope y'all enjoyed. And on the real, make sure y'all taking care of yourselves, man. Because we do not need to end up like Yanni Neto.
That was a good video, bro. I mess with your videos. That's gonna be it for the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And see you guys next time. I am. Hold on, wait. No. And as always, I am out.